let's do a card reading. We got good deeds. What are you trying to get me to do? This is a two-part. Never seen something like this before. Donate some non-perishable items to a local food bank. Too late! I already did that. There were some items that mom left behind that I knew I just was not going to consume. And I noticed that at my apartment office, I had to go there briefly for a little something, and they had this box with the name of our local food bank, the biggest one we have. And I said, I think my path has been illuminated when it comes to determining how to discard the items that mom left behind. I wasn't going to throw them away, but I was considering taking them to work and setting them on the break room and see if anyone would bait and take them. But it took care of itself. I just deposited them onto that bin because I realized that it had been a while since I had given anything to a food bank. What's the next part? Check first to see what they most need. That I can say I did not do, but I can say that I feel like my local food bank, the things that they need the most is probably canned meats, like something more nutritious, something with protein. Because I find that you really cannot drop off fresh things. Like, I wouldn't be able to just drop off a thing of chicken. And sure, beans are great, but I feel like canned meats and fish are something that, because it has protein, it would be something a little bit heartier, packing a more nutritional punch. But there's some controversy regarding canned meats. I meant to say canned fish. Specifically, I forget what it is, probably being one of those red listed fish or something. And then, of course, the stigma around canned stuff being on the salty side, which too much salt is not good for you. But yeah, that is a good question, actually. I will look into it. I will look into what our community needs, but I also want to know a national, I guess, average of what it is that they're seeking when it comes to things being dropped off. Looking at that list, the items that mom left behind that I happened to have dropped off was pasta and beans. I proud. I dropped off something from the list. But if I also had to guess, I want to say canned fruits and veggies would probably be a good thing too, because I can see why you wouldn't want to have fresh ones stocked up, because that stuff will go bad on you really quick, and it's hard to preserve its integrity too, like say protecting it from bugs and things like that. So yeah, well, there you guys have it. That's it from me. Pretty simple, pretty basic, pretty straightforward. Thank you so much for tuning in. What are your donation habits? Do you do it regularly? Do you do it once a year? Do you not do it at all? Or do you do it if you're finding yourself in a situation similar to mine, which was this simply has to go somewhere because I'm not going to do something. It's not mine, but somehow I inherited it, or it's something I bought a while back, the expiry date nears, and that there is no indication that I am going to get around to doing anything with this. There are some cans of things I have right now that I'm beginning to fear maybe I'll need to get rid of because it's been there for a year and I haven't done anything. I'm gonna try to turn it into a challenge. I know exactly why I bought my canned tomatoes, and my can of beans is always my effort at consuming iron so I don't go back to taking the supplement like I used to ages ago. But with the canned tomatoes, if I get around to using them for what I intend, I ought to make a video of it because I want to share with you guys my recipe. Everybody ever who tries this, they really like it. And I just want to know if any of you guys have tried it. I'm gonna write that down. When I get around to editing, I will find my agenda and I will write the 2 ingredients that I don't have in the house to make that video. I cannot say it'll be anytime soon, as in next week kind of soon, but yeah, it's coming.